Let's just very briefly also touch on Channel 4. It emerged yesterday that although there had been a plan to privatise Channel 4, the new Culture Secretary, well, newish, Michelle Donnellan, in a letter that had been leaked online, has advised against the privatisation of Channel 4, saying there were better ways to ensure Channel 4's sustainability than privatisation. Bearing in mind her predecessor, Nadine Dorries, had planned to sell the government-owned channel. Well, let's talk about this with Matthew Topman. He's lead campaigner at We Own It and for the Channel 4 Ain't Broke campaign. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I think a lot of people are very confused by the fact that we've got Channel 4, which doesn't take any national taxpayers' money in the same way that the BBC does, is a private... It sort of acts out almost like a private company in the sense that it funds itself through adverts, and yet we the state own it. I never really understood the obsession with selling it off, but I never really understood why we own it either. Why do we still own Channel 4?
Because it's this kind of fantastic common sense policy that has been a great British thriving success story for years. And it's delivering on three big things for me, at least. It's delivering on businesses and that kind of entrepreneurial spirit, delivering on jobs and delivering on spreading kind of opportunity around the regions and nations of the UK. And all of that is enabled by the fact that it's not hunting profits. It's able to take a long-term view and go, let's build up the creative industry in Leeds, Bradford, Glasgow, Bristol. It's able to do those things because it's not hunting profits.
But you're saying a Channel 4 that was privately owned, and I've got to be honest with you, this is a subject in which, I just don't care who owns Channel 4, as long as it's not costing me anything. I just don't think most people who've got lives and jobs really care about these things. People can get their knickers in a twist about it, but I mean, I'm not really that bothered whether or not a production company making some ghastly reality show for Channel 4 is employed in Leeds or in London or in Glasgow. I don't think most people care either.
Well, if you want to come up near me, based in Leeds, based near Bradford, and speak to youngsters here who are so delighted that, say, the Channel 4 hub that is in Bradford is offering 16 funded opportunities for youngsters to get a start in the creative industry, come and speak to them, because it really matters that Channel 4...
How creative is Channel 4 these days? I remember the remit was very much about, appealing to minorities. To a certain extent, it's not supposed to have big viewing figures. It's supposed to appeal to minorities. I don't know what that minority is anymore.
Oh, it's got a fantastic range of things. So take, again, my kind of northern view, being based in Leeds. One really simple thing, we finally got free-to-air, full rugby league matches back on broadcast, and it's free to watch. That's fantastic. It really matters to us. Let's take Derry Girls. I've got family up in Northern Ireland. Really matters to me to see the story of that referendum on the Good Friday Agreement.
Why would that not go on if it was a privatised channel?
Well, kind of one, let's look at the evidence. The creators of Derry Girls said they kind of wouldn't have been able to make it without Channel 4. And the other thing is that kind of creative new content, something that's a little bit edgy, other people don't want to take the risk. Because of public ownership, because it's publicly accountable, Channel 4 has that culture. Let's take the risk on new creators, on new ideas.
Okay.
And diversify content in that way.
Matthew Topman, leader campaign on We Own It, the Channel 4 Ain't Broke campaign. Thank you very much. Good to hear that perspective. No doubt that one will run and run. 9:44 is the time. This is Talk Breakfast.